Good evening, everyone. It's Stephanie Everett from the Suburban Chateau. And this evening is day 22 of our Vlogmas, of our Advent videos. And tonight I'm going to kind of digress from my spreadsheet, as you saw in my organizing video. And something happened in the last couple of days that sort of made me want to change my plan for tonight. I had planned for a meditation, another time of reflection and meditation, and I had written up this beautiful meditation. But over the weekend, Sarah and I were out thrifting, and unfortunately I didn't videotape any of it. And we ran into a beautiful piece, and I have decided to add it to my collection. And it is a gorgeous nativity scene. And it is the Thomas Kincaid set series. And I cannot wait to share it with you tonight. And I'm going to do a little bit of an unboxing and setting up the different characters. And I just thought you'd like to enjoy watching me set this up and decorate my home. And as I was contemplating the purchase, we had come home from the thrift store. We went early Sunday morning to the thrift store, and we saw typewriters, because that's what we always look at. And we saw a lot of different Christmas things for sale. And we just happened to run into this scene, and it was reduced because it's so close to Christmas. And it was in the back of an estate sale at the Antique Depot, which I took you guys on the thrifting trip before. And I had never even seen it there, and I think it was there all season, and it just sort of struck me. And I've always been a big lover of Thomas Kincaid, and sometimes you'll see a print here and there pop up in my decor. But there is just something about this nativity scene. It's quite a few characters, and they're just so beautifully presented. And of course, I love it. The barn lights up, and I'm really excited to share that with you. But so tonight, just sort of enjoy unboxing and setting up and reveling in the beautiful nativity. Now, the first thing I want to share with you about the nativity scene is it does have the barn and the stall, and where the Holy Family is in our vignette. And I did want to raise it up off of the carpet. I didn't want it to be the lowest point. I sort of wanted it to be raised up. And when I was thinking about purchasing the nativity scene, I walked in the house and I looked at this little empty space here, and I thought, man, that nativity set would just fit perfectly in here, because I was trying to think of where I would put it. I don't really have a shelf per se assigned to it, and I was a little bit worried about how much space it was going to take, but it actually boxed up into one box, which was great. And so I think I have room to store it, which is always an issue, and I'm sure you can probably understand that as well when you think about how you store your goods for holidays. But so what I'm going to do is, since we have the box here, I am going to put just a little piece of burgundy velvet that I found in my stash underneath the barn, and we'll sort of set up a scene, and then we'll unbox the characters and put them in place. And as you can see, I do have the velvet in place. Now it's time to unbox our characters. Almost immediately, I discovered that I needed a couple more flat surfaces to stabilize the characters. So I found a couple of boxes that, again, are in my Christmas box stash. And I'm going to try to work them in right around here so that we have nice flat surfaces for the characters to be safe. Well, I fussed a little bit with setting everything up, and I thought I'd share the whole nativity scene with you. And of course, we have the barn with Mary and Joseph and the baby Jesus. And I may later put the angel, I may somehow see if I can rig it up so that it's up a little bit higher. But I thought for right now, the angel could be right there with the Holy Family. And I just love the way the light works with this. And I just love this setting. It's just absolute perfect spot for this. As you look to the left of the barn, we have some really interesting characters. We have one of the wise men and the beautiful animals. But over here to the left of the wise men we have some musicians and some dancers. And then we have just some villagers as well. And as you look down through the front, we have another angel who's in reverence. And of course the shepherds and the sheep. And then I really like this character. It's a soldier, and he's standing guard. Finally, we have the other wise men and another camel. I love the detail on these pieces. I love the colors, especially on the wise men. There are the shepherds. Here's a last look at the entire nativity set. And I think what I love about this, it really reminds me of visiting Sight and Sound. And we've tried to go every few years to Sight and Sound to see the different performances. But I loved the Christmas play that they put on. And it just puts me in mind of that because they have the actual animals in the show and the details in the set. And for some reason, this particular nativity scene really reminds me of the set that was used for the Miracle of Christmas at Sight and Sound. So I think that's one of the things that really drew me to it. Thanks for joining me here at the Suburban Chateau. And we have just a few videos left. And then I can't wait to share with you a few last little Christmas decorating ideas.